Hey, welcome to the TMZ podcast. I'm Branson Quirk.
And I'm Tony Smith.
Man, what a tough day here.
Dude, it's been a crazy day so far.
It's been a crazy weeks.
Yeah.
This David case just keeps.
This David case, guys, we want to give you a disclaimer warning before we start. This is some really gruesome details in here. We had some really important updates to give you guys on the David case.
So there's an unknown right now. The death certificate was changed. I know you're seeing the cover here of the thumbnail. Celeste was pregnant, ?
Yeah.
That's a legitimate question right now because the medical examiner has not ruled that out. The death certificate has been updated to unknown status. So the death certificate previously stated that she was not pregnant, but now it is listed as, quote, you on the certificate document for whether she had been pregnant in the year before her death. So the cause of death as well, by the way, has been updated on the certificate to multiple penetrating injuries from deferred, and the manner of death has been also updated on the document from pending investigation to homicide. But we already knew that detail.
Yes.
But this is a very important factor because as we know, he's being charged with first-degree murder with special circumstance of financial gain. Financial gain meaning that he potentially was worried that she was going to out their sexual relationship.
Yeah.
She was a minor. And if she threatened him with that and he killed her,
It would end his career.
It would have ended his career.
Yeah.
That's the financial gain aspect of the charge. Now, if she was pregnant, that kind of makes sense as to why this all may have happened so quickly.
So you're saying that this could have been a motive, you're saying?
I'm thinking that this potentially could be a big motive in this entire thing.
Yeah, I mean, if she was pregnant and then if she was threatening to out the relationship in general, obviously, like we said, it would have ended his career. But that on top of that, yeah, it definitely adds to it.
And we also learned more disturbing and gruesome details just about the timeline that prosecutors are claiming everything went down. They claim that she was Ubered from Lake Elsinore all the way to Los Angeles. If you don't know geography of Southern California, Lake Elsinore is very far away from Los Angeles. So
How far?
This is at least an hour and a half Uber from Lake Elsinore.
And this is where she's from, correct?
This is where she's from.
Okay.
This is where her family home is. So they are claiming that he was lying in wait for her on this day. She came out, and then let's get into the timeline. I'm just going to read it out for you verbatim so I don't say it incorrectly. Prosecutors claim that when she arrived, he stabbed her and stood by while she bled out after the killing. Prosecutors say David began purchasing tools to dispose of the body, and this is the
gruesome part.
This is the bullet in the case for me. If this information is accurate, if this is accurate, there's no way the defense can explain this away, in my opinion.
Also, guys, he has pleaded not guilty as well. I think we should mention that.
Yeah, they believe that the defense is saying that he did not cause her death. That's their quote. And that he will prove it in court that he did not cause her death. So here's the deal. So next day, April 24th, he ordered a shovel from Home Depot via Postmates, and then flash forward to May 1st, purchased 2 chainsaws from Amazon. A few days later, May 5th, bought a body bag, heavy-duty laundry bags, and a blue inflatable pool.
Dude.
Like, look at all of these items. I'm surprised, first of all, that you can even buy a body bag on Amazon.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah.
But a chainsaw, body bag, trash bags, there's got to be like a red flag in Amazon's system here. That's what I was wondering all day, actually.
I mean,
why is there no flags here when it comes to buying materials like that?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen, like, if you watch, like, serial killer, like, true crime stuff, like, there's always those videos of people, like, purchasing, like, cleaning materials and shovels and all that stuff. So if he also allegedly purchased this under a fake name, Victoria Mendez, and they're also, like, in this what just came out today, the body disposal process. Let's get into that as well.
Yeah, so he also bought an inflatable pool, like I said, and allegedly placed the body in a blue inflatable pool to contain blood in garage. He allegedly used chainsaws and possibly other tools to dismember the body. and there's additional mutilation claims.
This dude, yeah, go ahead.
This is not, this is hard to hear for sure. He allegedly amputated a ring and her ring and pinky fingers on Celeste's left hand. The reason being she had a tattoo of his name on her ring finger, and that finger has not been recovered is also a part of this. So here's the deal. So also he did allegedly go to Santa Barbara. They're looking at 3 separate trips of him going out there. Unclear why he went out to Santa Barbara, but the thing is here is that they most likely have a lot of information from Tesla.
Oh yeah,
a lot of data, a lot of
You've been
metadata.
saying that. I mean, you like you said, you're familiar with Tesla, so like,
yeah,
if they have cameras everywhere and they have to have footage of this, especially
there's I think 8 or so cameras around a Tesla with multiple sensors, backup cameras. You don't even need to have a thumbstick plugged in to get the information off of it. I'm telling you, it's always recording, which is concerning. But in situations like this is great for prosecutors, because that's why I believe they even have this date of April 23rd, because they were able to look at the metadata for the Uber from that to that, which, by the way,
that's
whoever
all
investigating, and this probably took a very long time. I know a lot of people say, hey,
they had to build the case.
This is something that took too long.
Yeah, they had to build
they had to build the case, right? They have to be able to prove all of this. And he also allegedly, they're saying, sent text messages to her to cover his tracks saying, hey, where are you? You're not here yet. And this is all after 10, 11 p.m. at night. So if you look at the timeline here, these are days apart in the timeline here. And you're thinking, like, she must have just been laying on the ground in the home for days. So does that mean nobody ever came over to the house? Because they think potentially that maybe somebody else was involved as well to help him do all of this.
That's the interesting part. I do wonder, like, if there are any co-conspirators involved in this case, because didn't he have like a lot of his friend circle,
a lot of friends,
a lot of
people came through the house.
Yeah.
We actually have someone here at TMZ that knew people that went through the home, and there was parties going on at this house. It was a very high end area that this happened.
In
so
Hollywood Hills,
that's where the Tesla was found, by the way. But it just makes you wonder, what was going through his head, because we have a clip actually.
Oh yeah, so let's get into so after this date, he actually went on a couple podcasts, and guys, when we play this, you're gonna be quite shocked.
Well, this is so. By the way, just some reference here. This is on May 1st. Okay.
Yes.
May 1st, when, by the way, they're claiming he bought the chainsaws and other materials. He's on a podcast, the Zach Sang Show, talking about his music, and he's all upbeat. You would never suspect it.
Well, this episode was published on April 28th, 2025.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Bring that back. April 28th. So even shorter after.
Yeah, so 5 days after.
So in between all these days where he's buying materials, here's the clip.
Like when I used to get up and get dressed for school in the morning, I put on this cool fit. She would like, take that off, put on a suit or something like that, I knew it was cool if she hated it. I played it for her in the car, and she was like, David, this song is too violent. You're talking about killing people in your music? No, not my son. And I was like, wait, I might be onto something, bro. So I dropped it right after that. And it went crazy. TikTok, viral, 1 million views overnight. I was like, oh yeah, we cooking, boy. We cooking, boy. So right at that moment, I was like, my mom has done it again. Because if she said, oh, because I was already skeptical about the song when I made it. Like, I was like, okay, maybe it's just too dark, I don't know what I'm doing. I held on to it for a minute until I decided to play it for my mom, and she hated it, and that was my cue. That was the you go do it. So after that, it was just like, it was history, man. Yeah, man, Romantic Homicide was just like, I wanted to feel what the other kids were feeling. Like, everybody I knew, well, in middle school that I didn't talk to anymore, everybody had relationships. I didn't have a relationship. I wanted to do that. I wanted to be involved in this or have a heartbreak for myself. So I kind of just like made up these scenarios of myself getting heartbroken and being in love and stuff like that. And I would write songs about things that never happened. And that would just become my life.
Now it's all happening.
4 years, man.
Bro.
Look at that last frame of his eyes. I don't know, something in his eyes.
It's so eerie. He's some
You agree,
about
Lauren?
Yeah, I agree.
Shout out intern
Our intern,
Lauren, by
thank
the
you
way,
as well.
running the show for the first time today.
Yes.
But yeah,
His demeanor, this is super. There's a lot of eerie, gruesome details in this case, but
well, he's
if this
talking
is-
about death in this. He's talking
he's
about his
that song,
songwriting,
Romantic Homicide,
saying that he just made up these scenarios and that they never happened. But It sounds like a guy trying to deflect from what he just did a few days ago.
Yeah.
And why would you do this a few days out? This is Amazon too, like these are big shows.
Oh yeah.
These were big deal shows. So there's also
another one too
of David talking about his trips with Celeste and everything.
This was published on April 25th as well.
Okay.
So this is another podcast. Like he said, he's talking about the trips that he went on when he's writing his songs on the trip. Well, let's play a clip. Sorry.
I used to do a lot of different projects with different producers, and I went through maybe 5 or 6 different versions of this album. But the most recent version, the one that I'm very happy with, the one that we're going to put out, I made in a total of 4 weeks. So I went to London for 2 weeks with 3 of my friends, and we just made a song every day for 2 weeks in London. I love London because of like the gloomy aesthetic and the gloomy just like vibe and environment that London has. Like there's barely any sun there, and I love that because the music I make is really sad. And then, so 2 weeks I made a song every day, came out with half the album, and then I went back to Houston for another 2 weeks, and I made the rest of the project on my phone just off of beats that people sent me and with some things that I make. And I just spent 2 weeks in a different area trying to get myself in a different mindset, and then I came back to Houston, put myself in the same mindset again, and made everything by myself. So I wanted to see what I looked like or how I worked with different people and how I worked with myself,
So this locations he's talking about, these are a couple of locations. So the 3 that he allegedly went to with Celeste was Las Vegas, London, and then Houston in this clip. And
we were talking about that on the show this morning with Harvey. Harvey, and he was just baffled that you could take a girl who was I didn't know how old she was at the time exactly going to London, but 12, 13, 14, at some point, because they met when they were 11 in 2022, allegedly. And how would he take her to London? How would he take a girl whose parents are not with her or a legal adult across the world? Like what the heck is going on here? And I want to know, the people that are surrounding him had to have known all about this.
Absolutely.
Had to know. Let's start talking to these guys. Let's bring them on the freaking stand here.
Yeah.
And start making some at least minor charges on these guys.
Yeah. I mean,
having some type of knowledge.
That's going to be
I don't know
another.
if they can do that, but
yeah, if there's any co-conspirators in this case, they're going to bring them to the trial if there's any.
Yeah.
So it's yeah,
this is still the very early stages,
guys. It's some gruesome stuff, man.
Early stages. Oh, we did get pictures as well. We'll show a picture of the garage.
This is where the alleged dismemberment took place.
Yeah,
correct. Yeah. So
By the way, this detail is not talked about as much, that he allegedly had a burning cage at the home that they had in a box in the house sitting.
What do you
there.
mean by burning cage?
A burning cage, like an incinerator, like a furnace type.
Oh,
cage.
Okay.
Some people believe that the plan was to use that and
to
completely get rid of her. And before that happened, Tesla was found. So we'll keep you updated on this.
Branson, I'm at a loss for words, dude. Like this is
it's a tough case. It's very tough.
Justice for Celeste, man.
Justice for Celeste.
Yeah, man.
Moving on to our final story today. Britney Spears, as you know, was arrested recently for driving intoxicated, but now she's been officially charged,
yes,
with DUI. So
this was a massive story when this came out. I remember this came out.
How could it not be a massive story? It's Britney Spears. Everyone, when this type of thing happens, I'm sure she's very upset about it.
Oh yeah,
all eyes are on her.
Mm-hmm.
So as we know, this occurred on March 4th in Westlake Village near her home. Police pulled her over reports that she had allegedly been swerving in between lanes. Yada, yada, yada. Flash forward. They find drugs in her pocket, allegedly. Adderall. She allegedly got this Adderall from Mexico, wasn't legally taking this Adderall. So it wasn't alcohol in her system. She blew a 0.00. But we don't know anything about a blood test whatsoever. She refused a blood test. But it's just, Britney Spears being Britney Spears, unfortunately. It's a terrible thing.
It is.
It is her first DUI, though. So at least it's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which some people get into. Well, let's just hope. And we do know that she went off to rehab.
So what about? So I understand. So with Justin Timberlake, the body cam footage was a release. We don't know anything about body cam footage.
We don't have body cam footage of Britney Spears just yet, but I'm sure her team is fighting tooth and nail to get that under wraps.
We should read the statement from her manager, Kate Hudson, who stated, "This was an unfortunate and inexcusable incident. Britney will take the right steps, comply with the law, and we hope this marks the start of a long overdue change in her life. She needs help and support during this difficult time. Her boys will be spending the time with her, and her loved ones are putting a plan in place to set her up for success and well-being." So yeah, I hope the best for Britney. You know, she'll come up on top of this. You know, she's got a huge fan base. People love her, and yeah.
I'll say this. This just broke 5 minutes ago. Britney Spears was spotted today, a few minutes ago, riding shotgun. She has finished her rehab stint, by the way.
Okay.
Not taking any chances, though. So she's being chauffeured around in
Yeah.
Westlake Village in Calabasas.
So where this allegedly occurred.
One day after finishing her rehab stint. So yesterday she finished her rehab. Our sources tell us Britney checked out of rehab on Wednesday and was back home on Wednesday night, the day before she was officially charged with DUI for her March arrest. So she's home. She's home. She's got her feet kicked up, by the way. I can't show you the photo. Go to TMZ.com. But
yeah,
she's
go on
got
the
her feet
website
kicked
for
up.
all the Britney updates.
She's passenger in a G-Wagon, so
Yeah.
I'm guessing there could be much worse things you could be doing.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
All right, let's get to the comments.
All right.
Read the first one.
Yeah. I don't know. Please forgive me if I butcher this. Katura Lynn. Hearing the details now and knowing so many celebrities had been at the house while Celeste's body was I'm sorry.
These are this morning.
Guys.
Wait, Lauren. By the way, shout out Lauren. She's
Shout
gonna
out
read out
Lauren.
our
Yes.
comments for us today.
Cozy Gabe goes, do y'all think he's cooked?
Yeah. I think
100%.
100%.
There's no way you buy all this stuff
100%.
for no reason.
Yeah, he's
Unless he was
absolutely
shooting like a music video about death.
There's so many.
No.
It's just this web of stuff that like obviously we're gonna find out even more as the trial progresses, but just there's so like the chainsaw, the shovel, his merch, his music, all this stuff is go ahead.
I will say some people believe that he killed her after a potential OD. That there's methamphetamine in her system. They haven't concluded that yet.
Yeah, there's
The
conflicting
toxicology
reports.
tests,
Yeah. Mhm.
but that's also something that they could argue in court.
Era asked, was this interview after he did the murder?
Yeah, which
They do record.
they both
these
were.
things.
So they were. This was public. The first one
Published, yeah, but recorded as a
we don't know
different
about the
story.
record. Yeah.
We'll update you on that next time.
Yes.
I don't want to give you the wrong detail.
Yeah.
Chatty Cathy asked, I don't think she was pregnant. I think she told him she was pregnant because she was jealous of the other girls he was talking to.
I mean, based off of all the things this guy has done, I would not be surprised if this guy was doing this with her unprotected and potentially she did get pregnant. It's very possible.
Yeah.
That's our comments.
All right.
Any hate comments? Just find
Still
one.
love hearing the hate comments.
We want to hear hate comments.
Brandon
At the end of the
asked
segment.
Branson, are you going to WrestleMania next year?
Oh,
in
you're
Saudi
number
Arabia?"
one
He's been asking
fan.
that. He's been
You're
asking
number
that
one
3 days in a
fan,
row.
dude.
So I'm going to
Yeah.
give my answer. I don't know if I'm going to Saudi Arabia just yet. I was talking with some of the media outlets, Sports Illustrated, other outlets I was with at WrestleMania, and we're wondering the same thing ourselves because WWE kind of hosts the media there. I don't know if we're all going to fly out there. It's a lot of money to fly to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
It's a big hurdle to get there. But we'll see. We'll see. Thanks for asking. I do want to be there. If not, rumors are WrestleMania is going to be in Nashville the year after that. I will definitely be at that one, and I will be at SummerSlam this year in Minnesota. So I can say that.
Busy man, Branson. You're doing a
We'll be
lot,
there.
man. Yeah.
Definitely. All right. Well, I think that's our comments for the
That
day.
is.
So thank you, everybody.
Thanks, guys,
and
for tuning
thanks,
in.
Tony. We'll see you here tomorrow.
Thanks, Branson. Bye.
Bye.